Hello. Welcome, everyone. We are live. It is a live watch party. Starting a little bit late. I was actually doing some stuff, looking into some stuff that I got to finish by today. And, of course, I forgot to get the stream going. But I do want to stop in and talk as the title, what's coming, what's happening. We got some stuff going on today. Well, not today, this week, concerning this week. So yeah, there's going to be a big event this week. Sorry guys, I'm changing the title. Change the title. Okay, so we got something coming up this week. It's Cement Truck Sunday. Don't get stuck. Yeah, for sure. It's going to be a great week for tickets are they down to $30? I thought they had gone lower, but then I thought like maybe some of the more expensive seats were sold out. I do have it loaded up. We'll take a look. Half price. Yeah, and it looks like they've been cutting here. Let's look. Buy tickets. We're going to look. Here's where the cheaper ones. But like I thought, is it gonna, oh shoot. You know what? I'm sorry guys. If you're on the Brave browser, it doesn't work. And it gets kind of annoying and blah, blah, blah. Let me see here. Give me just 1 second here. Okay. I'm going to gotta switch this over to of course. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, oh, that's not gonna work. Sorry, guys. Wait, here, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do that. Okay. Netflix is a joke. There it is. Okay. Okay, and okay, we're back. We're back with this. And we're going to click, and this should pull up here. Now it's going to work. Okay. Sorry, guys. Tickets are half price. Hello, Lisa. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, from 79. It looks like, yeah, like 29 to 80. It used to be what? Like up to 160. So they're definitely, but there aren't many seats left. You got to go by yourself. Or sit by, well, like you could take these two. That's also why people aren't buying. It's incredibly hard to navigate this thing. Lodge. So you can sit in the back. Like this whole section here is empty. They probably overestimated. Like, I mean, with so many empty seats here. Yeah, $30. Okay, yeah, you're right. So this is, I guess, what the mezzanine. So it's the higher part. I mean, these aren't exactly great seats, but $30. Along with the cost and headache of going in there. So that's definitely it's the prices come down. So there's $60 here in this section. I don't know. Like my own opinion is, and if you followed me on Twitter, I've kind of like tweeted this. Like my own opinion is like I want to do something, but like, am I willing to spend like $100 plus, like for these seats? And like they have like the premium seats. Like in fact, the other events don't even have stuff like this. And here's like the premium seats, where it's still like 275. and you got to go as a stupid. But like, yeah, these seats were like $275, like for the first few rows here. It doesn't even make any sense. And then they won't even sell it to you because they want you to buy all of them. You must buy in increments of 2. It doesn't even make any sense. Like it doesn't even make any sense. But like $275, like to go see John, Josh, and Hayden up close, like that doesn't make any sense to me. Like I don't want to spend that money. I'm frugal with my money. I can be like really extravagant, and I can be kind of frugal. Like $115 to sit on the side. But like to me, that's a lot of money. Like I don't know. Like that's a lot of money. Like for like a concert or something. Like I don't know. Chosen Vader. Hey, watch party. Hey man. The teaser's gonna be Barnes and that. It's maybe. Hopefully it's something good. You predict it'll be Barnes. A lot of people are okay, so you had to. Well, I don't think. I mean, I assume essentially they're, here's the stage, so you're getting as close as the distance between the seats and the stage, so you aren't exactly like close to them, and certainly not close in terms of like you're not going to take a picture with them. It's not like anything like that. So like it, and that's why I think like, spend $275 or even $115 over on the side, like to me, that's a lot of money for conversations with the cast, right? Like that's what they talk about. It's conversations with the cast. Conversations like $200 to listen to the cast answer questions they've already answered from interviews. Like I don't know. I said this I think last week. The live musical performance, presumably Zach and Leo will do some songs, which that sounds good. Like that's like a concert, but it's not like only that. That's just one part of it. Maybe a few songs. Like 2 hours a concert, maybe. That could be cool, maybe, with the cast and stuff. But like that's just part of it. Fan photo ops, that doesn't make any sense. So I don't know. I'm frugal. Like I don't want to spend, and I've been considering getting there, but I don't think I'm going to make it there, even though I want to. Oh boy, do I want to? I think the teaser will be 30 to 40 seconds. I figure a minute. Anything less than a minute, and people will feel ripped off. I mean, give me a break. Clip from season 5, episode 1. Yeah, like I've been saying, I do think like it's possible, and it does make sense in a way. Like it would be very dramatic to like bring Sean Kanan on stage as a surprise guest, and then he introduces the clip with Mike Barnes in it, which could very well be 5-1. That would be like cool and dramatic. I think it would be like a great way to play it. Like, wow, that was cool. This whole section, this whole section's open. Look at this. Yeah, these whole sections are open. $60 for these. I don't know. But yeah, I think like that would be like dramatic and cool. I don't know if it's worth the price. I mean, it'd be worth $30, not more, but that would be cool. I don't know if they're going to do that. I personally don't have a whole lot of faith in the Netflix marketing. I sound sick. Yeah, I had like to cough there for a second. But I think hopefully I'm mostly okay. Well, they uploaded whatever teasers. I imagine so. If it's that day or the next day, probably within the next day. I would hope so. Because if they don't, it's kind of just annoying. And then I feel like if they don't upload it, then I feel like blackmailed. Come to our event and spend all this money, or you won't see what we're releasing to them. Like I get you want to make it special, but at the same time, like I don't like feeling blackmailed. $100 for seats in here. 95. Excludes order delivery fees. Yeah, the whole row open. So I do hope I imagine whatever they release will be uploaded at some point. Maybe that day, maybe the next day, but probably by the next day. You got a ticket from Netflix. Is that because they signed you up as media or whatever back before last November or December when you did season 4? Like you got submitted as like Netflix media or something. That sounds great. Is it a good seat? Did you check where the seat is? Are you going to the event? I've been playing with it. I haven't been able to make a decision. Partially because I'm trying to get some stuff done here, and yeah. I have like strong reasons to want to just go and be in LA. So which have like nothing to do with Cobra Kai. It's kind of a mess. That's why I'm just figuring so much stuff out. You believe so? Yes. Yeah. That's what I figured. This is Peter from Cobra Kai Companion. For those who don't know, yeah, the season 4 screeners, because he saw and was able to review the show early. So yeah, so they gave it to the registered media or whatever you call that. Oh, you don't even know the seat yet. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Probably up in this level or something. Getting a plane ticket, yeah, and place to stay. I don't think it'll be live on YouTube unless someone is like streaming from their phone while it's going on. But I don't think it'll be officially live. Like I don't, this whole Netflix is a joke thing. As I was saying, it's technically it's going on. It's already started, so it's going on now. And if you look, they got tons of events going on. Like this is today. What's going on right now, or in a few hours? WeHo Drag Brunch hosted. Okay, this is 1:00. So this must be going on like right now, right? God, I wonder how many tickets at the Hollywood Palladium. If you're in LA, you can hop in your car and slam the gas over there. You can go right now. Whatever. But yeah, it's all sorts of stuff going. So that's why I don't think it's streaming. Like they're trying to make it an event. They want people to buy tickets and go to these events. But look at all this. This is just today. Look at all these events going on. Honoring the greats of Seth Rogen's table read. I don't understand that. Yeah, but all this stuff is going on. So reading a Seinfeld script. Yeah, that's just so weird to me. Like, why do I want to see Seth Rogen read a Seinfeld script? I don't get it. It's not something I would pay. Looks like they dropped the price. I think these tickets were a lot more. $100, $80 to go see. I don't know. You do with your money what you want. I'm going to be a little more frugal with my money. But anyway, Cobra Kai is going to be there. So Cobra Kai is going to be there, and it's going to be something season 5. Probably. Hopefully it's something cool-ish. I hope it's something like, I've been saying Mike Barnes, and even having it introduced by a surprise appearance by Sean Kanan would be very dramatic, would be pretty cool. I don't know if the people putting this together are, good enough to do that, to think of that. Obviously, that's assuming he's in the season, but of course he is, and then the Netflix marketing people. I don't think we're going to get a release date. I don't think we're getting a release date. I don't think, it's going to be anything like that, but something kind of cool makes sense. Hopefully what would be bad is if it's like one of those teasers. I was saying this and Netflix loves doing teasers like this where they put a lot of just images together. They'll put like 8 images together within the span of 2 seconds or something, just a few frames, and they think it's cool. Like 8 images with no context. I don't like those types of teasers and trailers at all. You can't garner anything from it. You're just looking at images out of context, with nothing. You can't really make anything of it. You're just sort of left wondering even who the characters are. Like we get images in season 4, we had images of what we now know was Sam jumping over the building. We had images of like what we now know is like Piper doing a cartwheel. We didn't know who that was. Both times we were thinking it would maybe Devin, and that's just because we were trying to figure out who and where Devin is going to show up. Like there was an image of them of when Robbie's fighting in the dojo, the Cobra Kai dojo in episode 1, the top down shot of them looking down, and people were suspecting all this stuff, but it's just partially because it's such a quick image out of context. You don't know what to make of it. Netflix loves cutting. They do it in other shows too. They did it in like Stranger Things. Netflix loves cutting trailers like that. And as a YouTuber who does this, like, I don't like that. Like, give me a little bit more. Like, give me a little bit of a backstory, like a little story, a little context. Maybe it ultimately gives a little bit more away from the season. But to me, it builds the excitement a lot more. It's something I can get excited about. I can talk about. I can analyze. 8 images out of context doesn't do anything. Like you're just looking where you can't even make out who's in the shot. Like we couldn't make out that was Sam. We thought it could be Sam, but like maybe it's Devin. We didn't know. Where you can't even make out the person who's in the shot. Like I don't like that. It's the cast answering questions they already answered. Yeah, to me, that's worst case scenario, and it looks like it's going to be at least some of that. An actual trailer in August. Yeah. A teaser, probably a release date in August. This is around the time they announced Terry Silver last year, so some people are thinking that's why also Sean Kanan may get announced, or Mike Barnes gets announced. I don't necessarily know it'll be at the end. I don't think it'll be at the end. Especially if Sean Kanan comes out, it'll be a little bit on the front end of the thing, of the event. And anything regarding season 6, is up in the air. Probably not. Probably nothing in regards to season 6 there, John. Uh, 10 seconds. No, I think it'll be longer than that, and that's because, in fact, that Daniel Chosen was even less than 10 seconds. But keep in mind that was coming at the end of like a longer trailer, the Legacy trailer. So that was like a tag at the end. So this will be its own standalone teaser of some sort. So I would hope at least 1 minute. I think it could be like a 1 minute continuous scene, which at least is something. So we'll see. You wouldn't spoil the entire, yeah. And honestly, I wonder if at least that's in part of what they're thinking. You know, they don't want to give too much away in fear that it would spoil it. But I don't think it necessarily spoils it, because you still will never get everything right, and you don't know the full context and everything. You just know a little bit, you know. But the alternative is just a lot of images that isn't a whole lot to go on. You just, you know, images are images. You give us a little something. But it was fun. Like I made 3 great videos off that 8 seconds of Daniel and Chosen in Okinawa. Man, that was fun back in the day. Yes, they are going to the event. I've talked to Cobra Kai Kid about it and told him I was considering coming. He really encouraged me to go. So we'll see. The timeline, I think it's going to be summer. Just the way everything's set up with Miguel going to Mexico and everything, summertime seems more or less. Whether it goes into the next school year or not, maybe. We'll see. You know, how they handle that. What are we doing here? Oh, I was going to put... let me see also. Hayden tweeted about it too. Not that he said anything interesting, just get ready for a first look at season 5. And I think last night John mentioned they did a run through of whatever it is they're going to do. You know, probably the music portion of it and whatever else. So first look at season 5. I'm hoping maybe like a minute worth of a scene or something. I mean, that would make sense to me. So we'll see. You liked your video, yes? Thank you very much. I took longer with that than I had hoped. Was just things I was thinking about and, you know, wanted to put out there, you know, in regards to, you know, why Cobra Kai is unique. And, you know, I feel like we need Cobra Kai to be an example, even though people aren't listening to it. Yeah, it is the example. And why aren't more people following Cobra Kai's example? Like, why aren't more people being like, man, we need to do what Cobra Kai did. They did it so right. We got to just do that right. But, you know, for this, so yeah, definitely that video took a while, but, I'm happy with it. Well, yeah, it's definitely going to start in the summer. The question is how long, at what point does it end? John wants you to join the channel. I happen to agree. It's a great benefit, supports the channel. First looks are from the first episode. Usually, yeah. So yeah, first look. I mean, yeah, especially when they're in the marketing stage of it, you know, they're often releasing literally the first, you know, minutes of the first episode. It's not even like the first episode. It's like the beginning of the first episode. So we'll see, especially since we tend to think Barnes will show up in episode 1. So yeah, Barnes and crew could be cool. Yeah, could also have Snake and Dennis too. I just stick with that partially because it just seems like it would be kind of dramatic. It would be like a good event, something for an event like this. I don't know. We'll see. Fresh show. But yeah, that was nonsense. whoever the hell was like saying that was a leaked episode title. Oh my God. I have that somewhere. Did I get... sorry. Let me see if I had that nonsense. Well, it's not even worth pulling up. I don't know why I would want to pull it up. It's... yeah, here it is. Here it is. Let me show you. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I don't know why we're just doing this. Oh, I don't have... Oh, wait. No. I have it here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there it is. Fresh open gates. This is the most ridiculous title. Yeah, but anyway, nonsense. Let's not get caught up in nonsense. December is when people sub to Netflix for Christmas. Maybe. I don't know. They things. I think that the Netflix stuff is at least partially overblown. Part of it is because 2 years ago, when the pandemic happened, Netflix was blowing away their subscriber count and what they expected to get, partially because a lot of people signed up because of the pandemic and something. And so what's happening now, 2 years on, is a little bit of a natural pullback where people who maybe weren't going to sign up or only signed up for the pandemic are now letting their subscriptions expire. They do have to cut costs. Netflix is spending like literally billions of dollars on content. That they just can't do forever. So I do think there's definitely some cost cutting in way of like letting it go stuff that they don't need, like Tudum, which was never very good to begin with. So yeah, they let all those people that were working there, but I don't know. I didn't see a point of it, and it wasn't very interesting to me. Actually, what's his name? Moore from What's on Netflix. He had said, it was set up to fail, and I kind of agree. I think like Tudum was never had the potential to be good. So, let that go, and then basically producing some shows, fewer shows, stuff that they're dumping money on, that maybe isn't worth it. The vid made you sad how things like Star Wars have been handled. Josh know how to treat a legacy franchise with great care. Yeah, you're right. It is kind of sad. Why? Especially because you think their approach, John, Josh, and Hayden, makes so much sense. Like, wow, let's go in here and honor, let's dig into what was there and tell that story. It's very similar in tone and style to the way Peter Jackson always talked about the original Lord of the Rings. All his goal was to just go into that story and tell it as good as he could. There's different situations slightly, like he was just adapting the books, but his goal was to just get it as accurate and as faithful as he could, and that's what John, Josh, and Hayden do. But what's so weird is people take on franchises time after time and are like, we're going to do something different. That's not the way they approach it. The Reddit leaks. Some fool just posted a bunch of stuff. Whether he was making it up or someone made it up to him. I don't know why people take that seriously. Mike Barnes is here to see. That's kind of funny, Yeah, maybe. Yeah, Creed. Yeah, I only saw half of Creed. Kind of an interesting story. But yeah, definitely it was a little bit more, faithful to what was there. Partially, but with Creed is because Stallone was there. It was still him. Will there be too many plot lines? It's hard to say at this point. part of the thing though is we have more characters, and if we have more characters, we need more stories, and yeah, more stories can ultimately get stuff bogged down. Like I was saying before with the channel members, Dimitri and Hawk, like what their story seems kind of like concluded. What's next for those two? It's very unclear. They have to come up with something interesting. So what are they going to do? We'll see. You forgot what Tudum was already. Yeah. I mean, it was an event, but it was also a website where they were supposed to give like behind the scenes stuff or whatever. But like the Cobra Kai Tudum page was mostly nonsense. Nothing of interest there. Like if they gave them actual cool stuff to talk about, like they were able to post actual behind the scenes pictures, maybe a quick behind the scenes interview, like from season 5 or something. And then with little teases, like it could have been really cool, but then they didn't let them do that. So it was mostly just nonsense. Like, what are you going to go to the Cobra Kai Tudum page, just to, see, just to like see stuff you already know. Like, here's character descriptions of the characters. Oh, okay. Well, what's the point of that? like I don't need a special website for that. So yeah, there's a reason it just failed. Here, let's go. I'm going to show you. We got time. Is this, yeah, this is the Cobra Kai Tudum page. Oh shoot. No. Oh. Lock that. Unlock that. That's what see, Tudum. There, it's the Tudum. Like, this is their Tudum. Like, what are you going to do? Like, get to know the cast. Oh, who's this Daniel LaRusso guy? Hometown. Oh, it's okay. It's not Daniel. It's Ralph. Okay, Ralph is from New York. Like here's basically stuff you could read on IMDb. Isn't this amazing, guys? Like, wow, I could read it on Wikipedia. I could read it on IMDb. I could read it on anywhere else. But no, I'm going to go to the Tudum page. Let's read about Martin Cove. Wow. Please visit. Oh, look, it's a link to his website. Like, do you see like how lame this is? And is it any wonder that the crew got fired who write this? Like, what's the point? Like, people aren't going here. Spicy sesame's Japanese popcorn. What to eat while watching Cobra Kai? Oh my God. 2 minutes and 41 seconds. I don't even want to watch that. Blows from past to present. Like, did they use Angel Fire to create that page? Maybe. Like the cast. Notice they don't even have Peyton List here. Vanessa Rubio, Thomasine Griffith. Like, they don't even have like everyone. Like, it's like, oh man. Yeah. Anyway. Set up the fail. You know why. So there were cutbacks in the where they laid off all the people working on Tudum. They laid off, everyone got fired, I mean, that sucks, but like, it makes sense, right? Like, like, geez, if I'm going to let someone go from this company, maybe we'll just, maybe this wasn't as cool as we thought it would be. Like, maybe this isn't quite, paying dividends, keeping fans engaged, honestly, if you want to learn about Jacob Bertrand, you could click this, or you could go see his interview on Cobra Kai Companion. right? Listen to his interview. You're going to get far more from that than from this Tudum page. There's the fans produce more and better content than this. Like, you can watch my video on Hawk. You can listen to Jacob's interview on Cobra Kai Companion. That stuff is way better than this. So, it's just ridiculous. So, I don't know. See, you try. In business, you try stuff and it doesn't work out. I guess that's what happens. Sorry. Thanos snapped the rest of the cast away. Yeah, pretty much. 3 interviews with Jacob. I am off. Why did I was thinking it was 2. Now I guess I miscounted or just wasn't remembering everything. 3 interviews with Jacob. So there you go. This stuff you can find on Google. Yeah, exactly. Like it's not like it's like basic information that even if you didn't know would be so easily accessible anywhere else. Like there's nothing like unique or special about it, right? Does anything there feel special? Like, no. It's, basic stuff. It's not special. It's not unique. It's not going to make you like, oh, I want to check the Cobra Kai Tudum page at least once a week to see what's... No. It's just dumb. Would you meet Drew in real life if you go to the event? Probably. Would he know I met him? Good question. It breaks down the love trauma history. Why? Because they're just looking for something to write. They're getting paid a lot of money in their own words to write something, so they got to put something up there. Cobra Kai theory. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. The fans have produced way better content than any of this. So, I hate the word content. I was just talking about that in a video. But like if you're a fan and you're looking for stuff, you're just, you're going to look at fan content, fan interviews, fan analysis, fan theories. That's way better than what's on this generic Tudum page. Michael T. Flex, hi. Thank you for coming in. I'm still stuck on the milk. I don't know what you're referring to. The one of Tanner is a third. Oh, you mean from the carpet from the Paley Fest? Okay, fair enough. This Tudum stuff just passed me by. Yeah, there was nothing there. That's why it just passed you by. So the most, if you guys want to know, the one interesting thing about the Tudum page is apparently. So here, I'll tell you this now because it's interesting. So back in December, when they released the season 4 trailer. They put it here on the Tudum page, but they actually uploaded the wrong trailer. So they actually uploaded a different trailer because apparently they cut a few different trailers to then decide which one they want to put up. And they actually had the wrong trailer on this page that had different shots and stuff. I saw a screen cap of it, but I didn't have, unfortunately I wasn't able to get to it because when eventually someone told me about it, it had been changed. So that's like the most interesting thing is they accidentally uploaded the wrong trailer. Now, if they deliberately did it and kept like a completely different trailer up, that would be cool. But anything cool they don't do. The coolest things they do were by accident that they then quickly take down and change. So that's that. You're so hyped. Yeah, hopefully it's good. I didn't want to spend over $100 for conversations with the cast to just hear the cast say, we have to train really hard for the fight scenes. They take a lot of work. I don't want to see them answer those questions. Like, I don't want to spend money on it. But the concert sounds good. Musical performances, something from season 5. Hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's interesting. I mean, we don't know. We'll tell you on the 5th. Take over the city for the first half. Another big fight. Yeah, you're probably essentially on the right track there. Terry Silver is definitely going to be taking over the city, taking over the valley at least. Frank Smith is really worried about the boys fighting the girls. Who's calling me? Someone's calling me. I don't know who that is. Sam fought Hawk a few times, but it's just how the fights break out. I don't know. I would probably do it the same way if I was John, Josh, and Hayden. I would probably run the fights the same way. A trailer for each main storyline. You mean going into season 5? Yeah, you could do something like that. Like 30 seconds, almost like what would be a TV commercial. Yeah. Cobra Kai, the state dojo. Yeah. I don't want to... Yeah, the same generic questions. Yeah, they do. It's a lot. I mean, how many times can they say, well, we don't have a lot of time to shoot the fight scenes, so it's always very fast and last minute. I mean, that's true. I understand. They've also been saying it since season 1. So, like, for those of us who've seen this before, it's not exactly new or interesting information. Kamen didn't move. Yeah, Robert Mark Kamen was very much just putting it out there. He didn't care. I don't know if he quite realized what he was doing and just didn't care, or he thought it'd be funny. God damn. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. A Hawk versus Tori fight? Maybe. But why are they fighting? What's the story behind that? Because Tori, she was already kind of vaguely participating in the head shaving. So like that kind of would have already happened. Cobra Kai karate. Hey. Maybe Mike Barnes will bump into Daniel and gets flashbacks. Yeah, maybe. Hopefully the teaser's not a flashback, because then it wouldn't really be a teaser, would it? It would just be like, hey, wait a second, we saw this already. That'd be a very frustrating way of having a teaser. What we're going to show you is things that get flashed back too. Can you imagine that? That's kind of like, it's interesting and frustrating at the same time. Like, this is the flashback you see in episode 1 of season 5. And it's like, it's like something from Karate Kid 3 or something like that. Like, Tori's crazy aunt. It's with a side character like that, it's always hard to say. I suspect the odds are against her showing back up. she was kind of like the motivation to send Tori to Amanda to get her back in the school, because, for all those reasons, she's worried about what happens after her mom dies. It's possible she comes up, if Tori's mom dies, she could show back up. But then she just gets mentioned in dialogue, like my aunt is trying to get custody of my brother or something like that. So, she may get mentioned, but she may not necessarily show up. It just depends. It really just depends on how they play scenes like that. Well, Cobra Kai Karate, I will give you this. I like that you just putting specific dates out there. May 5th, the promo. July 22nd, another promo. September 3rd, teaser. 18th, the trailer. And December 9th, Cobra Kai Season 5. If anything, I admire the willingness to put exact dates down. Justin here has a lot of potential fights going on. Tori and Kyler. I don't know why they're fighting. Dimitri Kyler, maybe. Tori Piper. They've kind of already fought once. Devin versus Piper, maybe. Just giving Devin someone to fight. Which is something Devin needs. I mean, that sounds odd, but like Devin doesn't have like a villain. I mean, she wasn't developed enough to have one. Like Devin doesn't have an antagonist. In fact, she's not even really a protagonist. She's a very minor and undeveloped character. And I'm certain they will expand her in some fashion in season 5. But how, we don't know. Especially with Johnny leaving, her connection was with Johnny and Eagle Fang. With Johnny leaving, what happens with Devin? I don't know. I did watch Stranger Things. It just felt like too much for me to get into to cover on the channel. If people are interested, maybe I'll do a review. Since the first half of the new season's coming soon. We'll see. But it's just like overwhelming, especially because I like to really know all the details and stuff, and I feel like I'm behind on that. Barnes appearing by jumping out of a car. Yeah, but the crease cutout was of him. So we can't have Barnes jumping out of a cutout of himself because that would give it away. So so I don't know. Some sort of entrance, kicking someone's butt or something. He should be fighting, right? Thank you for coming, Sebastian. Current favorite show. That's very understandable. And like I said in the video yesterday, it just does so many things right. And it just starts from, the basic philosophy of John, Josh, and Hayden. And like I just said yesterday, what is kind of disappointing and sad is just how many people, the fact that it doesn't seem like anyone else out there is like, man, we need to do that. What they did, it's so good. Why I want to do what they did, And Josh, it's what, Josh said in that interview with Peter from Cobra Kai Companion, just digging into the story. And I don't know why no one else wants to follow their example, but I'm glad we have Cobra Kai to at least set the example. You can't control whether people follow it, but at least they set the example. Did you ever watch Dexter? I watched like the first 2 episodes and I thought it was a little weird. It wasn't quite my cup of tea, for whatever reason. Although I know it's very popular. You know who liked Dexter? Not that you know them, is my parents. Apparently, I'll never forget when they're like, "Oh my God, we love Dexter," and I said, "That's not a show you would like." And my dad was like, "You're right. It's not a show we would normally like, but for some reason we really liked it." So, there you go. Michael T. Flex turns 38. Happy birthday to you, Michael. Devin versus Piper rivalry could be a possibility. Could be. Over what? I don't know. They're both at West Valley High, but they seem to be in different, fields. Piper's very much an athlete, and Devin was like a debate team girl. That doesn't preclude them like from having some sort of rivalry, but it does feel like it's like, okay, we need a girl to be Devin's rival. I feel like that I can't shake that feeling just thinking of like a Devin versus Piper, like, oh, we need a girl to be an antagonist to Devin or something. But on the same time, we need something to drive Devin's story, unless they're just going to leave her kind of like the way she was. I don't think they will, but we'll have to just see what they have in mind for that character, because like I said, it's some people really love her, but there's not much there. Lexi DeMarco transfers in. They're fighting over Nate. You know what? It's another love triangle, but I guess so. Lexi studied karate under inspiration of Nate. Is the theory or the thinking that Lexi doesn't go to West Valley? I didn't know that. I assumed Lexi. Oh, no. Yeah, he said she was at another school, didn't he? In the bathroom. She goes, but didn't she go to West Valley? No, she was like she was a junior, right? She was the JILF. Lexi's the JILF, yeah. But she goes to West Valley. Because that's why Nate was able to go to prom, because she was a junior and she invited Nate as her date. I assume that's the backstory. She was the JILF. Why does Devin need a rival? What I'm really just saying is like, she needs a story of some kind. Like you can kind of get by like the way they did, where she kind of comes in and watched some cool movies and kind of bonds with Johnny. And then, I'm specifically referring to episode 7 of season 4. And then she's like training with them and like kicking the guys in the balls. Like you can get through that for an episode, which is really what it was one episode. Her whole character development. You can kind of get through that, but like if you're going to push it more, you need some sort of story, for her. So presumably it was online, and presumably they exchanged pictures, enough pictures that Nate would deem her a JILF. So you can use your imagination on the nature of their online interactions. She got upgraded to JILF on online pictures alone. No, Devin is not going to date Anthony. We get more scenes with Stingray. Yeah, people have asked me this, and while I don't know what's going to happen, like Stingray is now essentially in the show, because he went through that that setup with Kreese to get back into Cobra Kai. Terry Silver can't exactly go back on his deal because he's now relies on Stingray. So yeah, Stingray is going to be there. How they play it, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But well, I do think we'll get more Stingray. Great question. Johnny did seem intent on shutting down Eagle Fang. I kind of would really like the idea of Bobby coming in training. I kind of like that, a way to bring him in and keep it going. I don't know if they're going to do that. Maybe Eagle Fang migrates over to Miyagi-Do, especially with Chosen. Maybe they can find something there with Chosen. That would work. Bryce got his black belt in Taekwondo over a week ago. Great. Congratulations. It's a big accomplishment. Several works. Mr. Mulligan asked Devin and Bert. I do think Bert has a crush on Devin. It really does seem like that. So I would put that in the possibilities. So maybe Devin's fighting that tall girl Bert was on a date with. I don't know. Maybe not that. But yeah, it seemed like they were pushing the Bert and Devin connection. And in fact, if you look at the when Devin wins her match in the tournament, Bert's like looking at her all starry-eyed. Definitely he likes her. Maybe we'll get some Stingray backstory. I suppose it's in the cards. What that backstory would entail, I don't know. I do not know. Oh, Stingray's Silver's enforcer now. It'd be funny if he gets caught up in that. But yeah. Yeah, Eagle Fang might not be of importance to the Mexico arc. It does seem like that. It was, other than Miguel, it was mostly minor characters in Eagle Fang. Your Berts and your ass face. And we now have Devin there. So we don't know what's going to happen with them. All Valley Women's Division champion? Could be. Yeah, some people were talking about this elsewhere. Chosen turning on Daniel. No, I don't think so. There may be some drama. I think like Daniel and Chosen could have some of the same issues Kreese and Silver had in season 4. Like they don't see eye to eye. They don't necessarily agree on how to train. It feels different. What are you teaching Miyagi-Do? Actually, he is. But I don't see Chosen turning on Daniel. As I said before, Chosen's very honor bound. The reason he's there to begin with is because of these feelings of what he needs to make up to Daniel. John, Josh, and Hayden have said that. So I don't see that being like overpowered by Chosen getting upset or whatever. I don't see that happening. Yeah, essentially that. Yeah, for sparing his life. Chosen does feel indebted to Daniel. So that's the big issue. Someone will die in season 5. Boy, I don't know. Silver? Miguel's dad? Maybe. Tori's mom is also a good good possibility. Seems like it's moving more and more in that direction. No, Hawk is not dying. Hawk is not dying. You are right. Round table. Hawk is not dying. Well, what do we got here? Darth Vader redemption. We'll see. We'll see. It's possible. Oh yeah. In reference, just Jacob saying that. Yeah, Jacob just likes to say things. We'll see. Don't take Jacob seriously. Was this theory specifically that he'll die? I don't know. I've predicted Kreese will die 2 seasons in a row now, and I've been wrong both times. So I don't know whether I should predict it again, just to be consistent, or what. So I don't know. I'll have to decide. But weirdly, as of right now, I think it's less likely Kreese dies in season 5. No other character will die. Yeah, honestly, I feel like someone like Tori's mom, who we've never really met, is like the most likely. In fact, we don't even know who played her, because no one ever asked John, Josh, and Hayden. Who played Tori's mom back there? It had to be someone. I don't know. It's uncredited. So. Terry Silver has ties, connections to Miguel's dad. I think that's less likely. Oh, a recurring character will die. No one offers. I don't know. Lexi DeMarco. No. Honestly, at this point, if it's a recurring character, I would think Silver may be the most likely. I think Silver is more likely than Kreese going into season 5. So we'll have to see. So definitely Silver. No, I don't think Kreese and Silver planned for Kreese to go to jail. I think Kreese was taken very much off guard by all that. Just join no. Rory, no. Stingray's not going to die. He's too much of a favorite of John, Josh, and Hayden. They love him so much, they're not going to kill him off. They want to keep him around. That's how you know he's going to stay around, because they love him so much. For better or for worse, it is what it is. But yeah, Carrie Underwood will die. Well, maybe her reputation dies a little bit. So, whatever. So anyway, so the 5th, Thursday, is when this thing is going on. This Cobra Kai Big Badass and Live. I don't think I'll make it, even though I want to be there. I don't think I can at this rate. I'm doing some more stuff. I was going to make maybe some more videos on House of the Dragon. I have some stuff to say on it. But we'll see what happens on Thursday if they release this teaser or whatever. Hopefully, maybe there'll be, it will get released online as well, whatever they put out at the event. So I definitely will hopefully be able to cover that. Yeah, I think they'll find a way to work in some of the next Karate Kid stuff at some point. The point is, though, you got to be patient. People want to jump the gun, and we've been predicting like Hilary Swank will be back for years now. I think they'll find a way to work some of that stuff in eventually. So we'll see. Colonel Dutch Dugan apparently is his full name, Colonel Dutch Dugan. So, see Johnny's dad. No, I don't think we'll see Johnny's dad. I think we kind of got some backstory on that, and that's that. Yeah, Stingray and Tori, I don't know. They're going to be at the dojo together. We'll see what happens. There's a teaser. Yeah. Hoping there's a teaser and hoping it gets released on the Netflix YouTube channel or something, for everyone. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But I'll definitely be able to cover that, whether I'm at the event or not. I hope to cover it. Let's see. We've gone about an hour. I'm going to take off now. I got to finish some stuff up that I got to finish today because I decided to do it. And then we'll see what happens. But thank you, everyone, for coming into the stream. We'll definitely think that Ed Asner's character, I think, they always kind of wrote him in a way that he and Johnny were so estranged that if they just never bring him up or mention him again, it works for the show. So I don't think it'll be much of an event. And they already dedicated an episode to him in season 4. So, yeah. And I think they'll release whatever they're putting out on Thursday. So, thank you everyone for coming in. I'll get some more content for you. I want to talk some House of the Dragon stuff and definitely some Cobra Kai stuff this week. Whatever happens, we'll put it up. I'll either go live or make a video. We'll see. Depending on what they release. So thank you everyone. Take care, and I will